The learning and how to think like an engineer, I think the people in my organization, for better or for worse, will acknowledge that I'm a quant. So the fact that I focus in finance, they're not surprised. But your question around how do you transition from something technical to something more on the business side, whether you're going in either direction, find a project and ask for the opportunity to work on a project. Because what it allows you to do is a couple of things. It allows you to build your network, get to know people who may be working in an area that might not be the exact area, but at least maybe tangent to it. So you can learn a little bit more about it. They can say, I think Josette could really do that job. And so if you decide to apply, you can have somebody speak up on your behalf. And not just, oh yeah, she does a great job in customer, but I really think she would be successful in this job because of, and it's not just me speaking. So what I encourage people to do is to build the relationships, job shadow, find a project, do informational interviews to figure out, well, what's really needed in the organization. Because you may join a technical organization doing non-technical things. So, your pathway in will vary based on what the opportunities are, but it starts with conversations. Did I address your question? Okay. Anita?
Do you think it's valuable to have a mentor? I mean, as far as when you're looking to expand beyond your current education into an MBA?
I think mentors are always valuable. Because they can either provide you the wisdom of their advice and experience, or they may be able to connect you with someone who may be walking down a similar path. But it helps you put perspective around what it is that you want to do. Because asking the question around, is it worth it? Why is it that you want to do it? Why is it that I would want to pursue an MBA? Is it going to be valuable for me? And, my mentor asked, well, what are you trying to do? I need to have an answer. I need to come up with an answer to that. If it's a badge of honor, you don't need a mentor for that. That's a personal achievement of your own. But if you're trying to achieve a specific purpose, mentors can make introductions, or they can coach you through the process as you go on that journey. So I always find them very valuable. I think everyone should have a personal board of directors, and you should have people from very diverse areas. Because you never know when you're going to need something from a different point of view. Because every day I end up in situations where I was like, well, how do I approach this? I'll pick the phone up on my way home and say, hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, I want to run something by you. And sometimes just speaking the words out loud in a I won't say threatening, that's not the word. With people who have nothing to gain or lose but can be an objective ear, sometimes it's extremely beneficial, no matter what it is, whether it's personal or professional. And just trying to figure out, you ask, like, well, how do I do the juggle? Just kind of work through, what does that look like? Like, well, can you help me problem solve? I need a resource. I need someone to watch the kids while I'm in school on Tuesday and Thursday nights. Do you have any references? It can be anywhere. So, I strongly advise having a team of mentors or advisors. Any other questions? Well, I thank you for the opportunity. Hopefully there's something I shared here today that was beneficial in trying to figure out, what questions to ask so that you can figure out what's the right path for your journey. I appreciate you showing up today. And if there's anything that I can do for you, just a phone call, an email, or a text message away. So thank you.